And we are live. So live on YouTube, live in the trade room. You'll see I had my Donald Trump or President Donald Trump thumbnail up to start the day today. Um, so I don't know what to say with that. I don't know why I'm laughing. I got my masks. I got my masks going today. Speaking of funny guys, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody that honestly, guys, he's taking the trading world by storm right now. And I'm going to give him a plug because he is super funny. If any of you guys don't know or don't follow him, Dave Portnoy, he's the Barstool Sports guy. If you guys want, I guess he's getting into trading now. If you guys want some unbelievable entertainment, follow his Twitter and watch his videos. I'm dying laughing. I've been following him, just just watching his streams, and they're absolutely epic. He just slings around money like you wouldn't believe, like huge money, and he just buys. He doesn't care about the charts or nothing. So obviously, guys, don't take it seriously. I'm assuming he's just having fun, and he's an unbelievable marketer. But if you guys want to get a good kick out of a funny a funny channel, watch him. Again, I would just be careful on the trading advice. But if you just want to get a good kick, he bought Boeing. He literally bought Boeing because I think somebody in his feed said to buy Boeing, and he just slings around millions of dollars, and he was buying Boeing, and he doesn't care. It's absolutely funny, guys. So if you want pure entertainment, follow his channel. Again, just be careful what you buy. I just get a good kick out of him laughing, buying stocks. So Javier, you said not Boeing. Florida is going on complete lockdown tomorrow. Is it it's shelter in place? Is it yes at midnight? Is it a full shelter in place? Did Trump speak yet today, or is he doing a 5 o'clock task force thing? I don't even know why I'm going to try building a watch list for tomorrow because it's probably nothing great. But we go through it. We go through the good. We go through the bad. Let's see how the alerts go. Well, nothing. Let me just recreate. It's definitely looking bearish, guys. I'll pull up the charts in un momento. I'm practicing my Spanish. Tocali guitarra. Donde está el baño? 30-day stay-at-home order. I'm in Connecticut, so that's pretty much what it's been. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Guys, there's actually something I wanted to go check. I meant to do it earlier, but this is very important. Let's go see. There's a tweet that I want to draw your attention to. If you guys notice, I've been telling you guys, pay attention to what Trump says. There was a tweet. Man, I hate how it takes so long. I'm trying to find the one about Fed and negative interest rates. Here it is, right here. All right. I'll do it in my Trump voice. Let me see what you guys are saying in the Trump trade room. On Wednesday, Governor DeSantis reversed course and ordered a statewide lockdown that says all persons in Florida shall limit their movements and personal actions outside of their home to those necessary to pertain, basically shelter in place, what everybody should have been doing this entire time. So let's pull up let's bring in President Trump, have him read the tweet, and we'll ask him what he means by this. President Trump, can you read what your tweet says? With interest rates for the United States being at zero, this is the time to do our decades-long awaited infrastructure bill. It should be very big and bold, $2 trillion, and be focused solely on jobs and rebuilding the once great infrastructure of our country, Phase 4. So, President Trump, I'm trying to understand. We've been talking about the Fed. You didn't say anything about Fed there. Ah, that's actually a good question. That's actually the question I want to ask you. With the Fed being interest rates at 0, who foots the bill for that infrastructure bill? Right? If we start doing that, who gets that $2 trillion bill? Does America get it? Does the Treasury get it? Does the Fed get the bill? Like, are you going to rack up $2 trillion and then foot the bill to the Fed? Is that possible? And then if you foot the bill to the Fed, who actually gets that bill? Is that America? You want to put it on? Let me see. I was interviewing President Trump. America will not be responsible for the bill. It'll be the Fed. I mean, I guess he has spoken. President Trump, who owns the Fed? All right. Pay attention, guys. Every day we're trying to show you guys the printers. Do you bail out the country and foot the bill to other people? Who are the other people? Is that possible? Is that what's happening? I don't know. That's a very good question, guys. Read this. Take it in. Infrastructure bill, $2 trillion, phase 4. I don't know what that means, but are you going to didn't we just do another huge bailout bill? Is he much better? Guys, again, who's paying? Is it going to be us that pay it back, or do we say, hey guys, we're bankrupt and whatever? Who was the king of bankruptcy? This guy right here. Does Trump know a lot about bankruptcy? Is he racking up trillions and then going to foot the bill to us or to other people? I don't know. Guys, pay close attention. Getting very, very interesting. No way, Adley. I am not putting the Obama mask on. I am not. American people, now's the time for hope and change. Part 2. Honestly, guys, I don't know what is going. I'm not saying he smells. I'm saying this mask has a heavily plastic smell to it, and I don't know why. My other ones are fine, though. I don't know if... Joe, do you have anything to say? Hey, Joe, can I ask you a question? Do you think they're trying... I've been noticing that you've been doing some kind of conferences or web kind of conferences. You seem like you're stumbling a little bit. Are you nervous that they're trying to put Governor Cuomo? Are they trying to... You think they're going to try and run him in place of you? Hello, Ross. I'm glad to be here again today. Joe, I keep trying to tell you, I'm not Ross with Warrior Trading. I'm Lucian. Are you worried about Governor Cuomo at all, Joe? I don't know. I really don't know. I think everything will be fine. Well, Joe, what did you think about Governor Cuomo's nipple rings that he had yesterday, the photos? I think they were really nice. Joe, you're such a pleasant man. You're always so nice. You don't have anything negative to say. I thought those nipple rings were kind of funny. They were bar rings. I don't know what he's doing with those things, but they were very, very interesting. All right. Anybody else catch Governor Cuomo's nipple rings yesterday? Those are pretty. He's got the bar nipple rings. He was doing his press conference, and he had the bar nipple rings. So, honestly, guys, listen, I got, I don't know, at some point I'll get to the watch list. There's probably nothing to put on it. But guys, I want to take credit for this because you know how Trump gives nicknames, right? I have the best nickname for Governor Cuomo right now. If Trump's got to pull it out of the bag. And if he does, I want credit here first. I want to call Governor Cuomo Pierce. What do you think, Donald? Can we call Governor Cuomo Pierce from now on? Pierce Cuomo. I like it. We're going to call him Pierce from now on. Oh, Pierce. I literally saw that and I was like, oh man, Trump's got to start calling him Pierce. That would be epic. Pierce Cuomo. That would be absolutely amazing. Did you guys see that? Did you see Cuomo's nipple? I don't know. Speaking of Rose, he has been talking. He has been taking some. Who's that? Oh, has he? He's been taking a lot of hits. Oh, Ross. Hey guys, he's probably like a Portnoy, slinging around millions, guys, moving markets, guys, right? Portnoy, if you watch him, guys, I'm telling you, I can't tell you enough. You got to watch these videos on there. If you like funny, if you're not into like funny stuff, don't watch it. But honestly, he's freaking hilarious. He just slings around millions of dollars and just trades. Oh. All right, guys. I don't even know why I'm bothering doing a watch list tomorrow. I really don't know. But we'll see. Let's see what you guys are saying. All bills go to the taxpayer, huh? But what if he foots the bill to the Fed, something happens to the Fed, and then we don't have taxes anymore? I hear something like there was in the past where we didn't have to pay income taxes or something, maybe till the Fed came along. So what if he foots the bill to the Fed, they go bye-bye, and then we have a new system of some sorts? And I don't know. I hear lots of weird stuff going on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Or am I? You'll never know. I won't tell you if I am or not. But I do see conspiracy theorists talking about weird stuff. So who the heck knows? We shall see. Trading has been tough lately. Yeah, absolutely, guys. It definitely is. And we're going through and seeing what we can find here, if there's anything good. Lots of garbaccio. As you guys will see as I'm going through, just to show you guys, I try just again to reiterate, I like seeing stuff that has room to go to the moving out. So if it's failing, it's got room back to the moving average lines, or if it's broken out, retested to see for potential continuation. I try to avoid these patterns that are caught between the moving average lines. So you'll see when I scroll through, if you see these weird, like, shooting stars or wicks or caught up between the moving average lines, I try to avoid those. So I'm looking for something like, sometimes I'll put these, sometimes I'll put something like this on, but I try to get something a little bit cleaner for a breakout or a reversal. Ideally, when it's crappy days, I might not be able to get it. So, that's why I kind of zoom through a lot of times. Tiago says, with the incorporation of the Fed into the Treasury, he became the new Fed chairman. Can you explain that a little bit more, guys? That is something I find to be interesting. What does that mean, guys? The Treasury into the Fed. If Trump's now the head, is he now the head of the Fed? Do a bearish watch list? Yeah, no, Phil, I am going to do a bearish watch list. I try not to do the small cap ones bearish because of short locates for people, because most people can't get a short locate. So I'm assuming probably our large cap one will be. But the small caps, I put them on usually kind of bullish because they might still get a pop before they dump and stuff. It's just most people can't. That's the problem. Most people don't have at least $25,000 in an account. So that's why we try to make the watch list bullish for people for the small caps. For the larger caps, you'll see. I wonder if my one, this one I might put on for a possible reversal. It's maybe holding. Let's take a look at that one. AMR. Yeah, we might set up this one possibly. So this one may be kind of flagging. This is what I'm looking ideally kind of on daily charts for you guys. See something like it pulls back and has the potential to go up. That's the stuff I'm looking for. On the hourly, I might have a run, but we'll see. AMRN. 123 works on Tesla again with the creepy masks. Hello. Can you go short if you have less than 25,000? You can, but it's just you get three day trades within a 5-day calendar period. The Fed chairman is the head of the Fed. Yes, that is true. However, I keep hearing something with the Treasury now something controlling the Fed and weird stuff, guys. I don't know. I keep reading things like Trump is now controlling the Fed. I don't know if that's true or not. Guys, I'm telling. Let's look. Let's go look. Let's take a look and see Cuomo nipple piercing. There it is. Look, guys, he's got the bar nipple piercings. There was a better one over here. I think it's over right here. There it is. Look, guys. It's Pierce. Pierce Cuomo. I don't know what he's doing over there, but what's he do? I mean, he's a jack dude. Was he picking up bricks with them or something? I don't know what he's doing, but look, he's got the nipple rings right there. Unbelievable. All right. So, I'm going to do a test right now. We have this, never mind. Do I think airlines? Remind me, Napoleon, to look at airline stocks when I get through the small cap list. I'll pull those up. I'm so bad, as you guys know. I'm like, I can only focus on one thing at a time. This one maybe, when it gets near like the 20, it might have a chance to pop up a little bit. This one may be forming a cup pattern. We'll take a look at that one. I'll look at that towards the end. LJPC. Maybe it's a mic on both his nipples. Oh, that's true. That's true. Maybe he's got nipple mics, like 2 mics on his nipples. Wouldn't that be weird? That actually is a good, I think he does have, that's actually a good point. I don't know. So maybe it's somebody trying to get him. It's just kind of odd, guys. You know, if I'm putting a mic, maybe I have it here over here, but on both of my nipples like that, it would be very weird. I don't know. Lots of garbaccio. Let's see at this one. Take a look at this one. LLIT. Typically, I don't like these ones, but for a penny stock, I try to get some sub $1 ones. This may be holding right here. If it gets another pop up, you know, it might move 10 to 15 cents. For those that like sub $1 stocks, I might put on LLIT just to kind of give a little bit of mixing it up. Man, you picked the wrong time to get into stocks. Well, I mean, it all depends. If you're learning, so this is what I like. So this is what I like to see, guys, when it's falling. You see how it's like kind of near a support level. It's got some room back up. I like to see room like this with a reversal. That's kind of like, so I like either stuff like this, ideally, or stuff like this, right? You know, like right near here off the moving average lines, breakout or reversal. So I'm probably going to put ABUS on there. You know, maybe setting up on the hourly. Again, the market's falling, so the momentum probably sucks on them, but, you know, we got to work with what we can get. All right, so Tiago says the federal government is nationalizing large swaths of the financial markets. The Fed is providing the money to do it. This scheme essentially merges the Fed and Treasury into one organization. And then, Trump would become the head of that. Is that what you're saying, Tiago? Different parts of Connecticut. Mm-hmm. This one, 390 on up. Sometimes I like seeing these guys as it falls off. 380 maybe up to 440. If this thing can move 50 or 60 cents potentially, and you can scalp a little bit out of that, 10, 15 cents. Stuff like that I sometimes will put on this list. So I'll kind of put it down here right now for now, and we'll see if there's anything else. Oh, I don't have... Yes, I have the copper glove. I lost my... I can't find my freaking... my copper bracelet. I have a copper bracelet, and I keep taking up... It's like a chunk thing. It's like way bigger than Cuomo's or Pierce's nipple rings. They're like very, very thick. It's a very thick bracelet. But I don't... I can't find it today. I was trying to find it because I'm getting like this pain in my wrist. But speaking of which, I want to show you guys something funny. And every single country that borrows money from the Fed now will borrow it from the National Treasury. So what will that end up doing to the Fed? Can Trump rack up... Here's my question. Can Trump rack up trillions of dollars with the Fed and then leave the Fed with the bill? That's my question, right? So could Trump bail out the markets, trillions of dollars of stimulus, and then say, sorry, Fed, we're not paying it back? That's my magical question. Tiago, do you know the answer to that? Here's what Dan wanted me to show you guys this. Guys, if Brooks is watching, I would never wear these out in public. Ever with my life. But I'm not going to lie. When I have a mat that I stand on, these things are actually pretty darn great. These are like the old school, like orthopedic Brooks. Ugly looking things, but I wear these. So when I just behind the scenes, that's what I wear when I'm standing making these videos. And I slip my feet right in there, and they're very comfortable. And I have Dr. Scholl's inside of them with the mat. It's good stuff. With the commercial paper funding facility that was established on March 17th, the Treasury controls the print of money, not the Fed. Yes, Tiago. So then basically, old man, right? Guys, you following what I'm saying here? Are you guys listening? This is very important stuff. So the Treasury now controls the Fed printers. So that means if they're printing all the money, can essentially Trump say, hey, Fed owners, we're not paying it back. You get the trillions of dollars worth of the bill. Hold on here. What is this one? Sorry I'm asking lots of questions, guys, but these are very, very, very important questions to pay attention to. Very, very important. We've been talking about this stuff for months. Very important stuff. Basically, Trump controls the printing of money. So maybe that's how Trump, is that how you're going to create the huge bounce? Print money, leave somebody else the bill? Yeah, he's never at a loss for words. Very interesting. I think we're going to see some very interesting stuff, guys. Very interesting stuff. All right. Let's get this. I hate making the small day trading watch list on days like today. I never feel they're crappy. So let's just get this one over with and at least see if we can get something decent to look at. So here's a daily gap with AMRN. So let's look at this one. Price can get above 525. There's a daily gap up to 860. Then we can look at the hourly charts. So this one looks decent. If anything could have a chance to run, this could go up, and then you could see some. So this may be flagging. This might be my best looking one on any of them that might get a chance to pop. So possible flag on 1 hour watch if price moves up with resistance at 50 SMA on 1 hour. Right up around here. So possible flag, see if it pushes up, resistance around there. You know, and it would make sense why it looks like this is a healthcare stock as well. So that would make sense why all the other ones are crappy and this one might be looking to set up. Huge bounce. The biggest, actually. Tremendous. Bigly. Guys, you guys are saying very good stuff. If Trump wins the election, he could try to use these SPVs to get those 10,000 Dow points he feels the Fed has denied everyone. Do they have a gold reserve against which they print the money? Tiago, that's a very, very, very good question. You guys are asking very good questions. I love questions. I have heard stuff about gold. I don't know much about that process, but if he's in control, is that possible? Can he do... I ain't saying it, but is that a possibility? Where does gold fit into the mix, Tiago? All right, so see if price can get over this 20 EMA and then get above the 512. Don't like that one as much, but right over... Maybe doing a cup pattern. $5.12. Watch if price can get above 20 EMA on excuse me, on daily with resistance around 100 SMA. LLIT got some kind of a cup and handle-ish on the daily. Possible cup and handle. I hate this pattern. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I was trying to see if it can get above 50 cents. You know, watch and see if it can kind of... These are sloppy patterns, but can only take what we can give, or get what we can take, or some whatever. What the hell? Watch if support holds on daily and gets pop up to 65-ish. Again, this is for those that like these small penny, small like sub $1 stocks. See if it gets a pop up. You know, again, if this thing can move up 15 cents and you have, you know, a bunch of shares and you scalp 5 to 10 cents out of it, a lot of people like trading that style. I personally don't, but some do. That's why we try to do a diverse watch list each day. All right, so this one might be a possible reversal right above possible, what do you call it? Bullish Harami-ish, or a star pattern. This may be a star pattern. Some resistance of that, you know, the 9 EMA right up in here around 118. All right, so possible flag on the hourly, potentially kind of a flag. So let's do watch if price can get above 50 SMA on 1 hour with resistance at 9 EMA on daily. Looks like Abyss is another biotech. That might be a reason why these are moving up. And possible reversal to 442. All right, so watch if price can get above 50 SMA on 1 hour with resistance at 9 EMA on daily. All right, so we'll do the swing trade one next. We'll look at some larger caps. Guys, I gotta play this for you guys. This is funny stuff. We have no affiliation with Dave. I don't care if you guys don't like it or do like it. I gotta play this for you. This is super funny. I'm gonna give you a warning, guys. There's gonna be swearing in this, but I just want you guys to get a good kick out of this. So if you don't like swearing, I'll give you a 10-second heads up because there'll be probably swearing in this. And actually, I don't know it may get cut out if they're swearing if YouTube doesn't like it, but I think they like swearing. So if you don't like swearing, pause it for like a minute. And I want you guys to get a kick out of this. I found this. There's just so many of these videos. It's hilarious. All right, so let me play it. Ready? All right.
Do I look like? All right. Looks like we're back. It's a bloodbath. So for those who are paying attention, when it's Stock Central, I made a big trade. I went all in on Boeing. Some idiot in this fucking comment section was like, Boeing. So I bought 50,000 shares of Boeing at $1.39. It's at like $1.31 right now. It's been at $1.30. It sucks. The market sucks. I'm down 400 grand today. DDTG. Now, do I look like I'm panicking? Because I'm not. America will not let Boeing fail. All right. They're the only four, them and some Italian company, are the only two companies that make the 747. Boeing was a $400 stock, went all the way down to like 180, went back to 200. Why did I do it? I don't know. I was on I'm doing that stupid radio show, not paying attention. I should have just stuck with what I know.
Guys, it's such there's actually so many lessons to learn from that, but for entertainment, it's funny, but also, guys, that he's saying something very good of keeping, not getting distracted while you're trading, right? And not trading with more money than you don't have, right? Those are very, very valuable lessons. So, oh man, I saw two. So there was a major trader in the industry who was posting. I actually think was posting helpful comments, trying to like help Dave out, I think. And then Dave, if you guys know, he doesn't seem to care what anybody thinks. And it was kind of a Twitter back and forth yesterday between a big name trader and Dave. That was pretty interesting. But I think that people don't realize, I think he's trying to just, he's a marketer, right, guys? Very smart. So if sports are not going on, the trading industry can get lots of views. So definitely good entertainment. All right. So Tiago says, hold on 1 second, guys. I got to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. And no, I don't have the Rona. I just have allergies. So, what is the exit? Man, you're posting really good stuff, Diago. Consistent with the obligations of the government and International Monetary Fund on orderly exchange arrangements of an orderly system of exchange rates, the Secretary, with the approval of the President, may deal in gold, foreign exchange, and other instruments of credit and securities. I'm still trying to understand that more. Something is going on. This chart with targets a complete mess. This may have a pop up there to right around that 97.63 range. You can see kind of a. I'm trying to see if I try to get trend lines on stuff like this. It's so hard to get trend lines when it's just super sloppy. Maybe we'll look at target. Maybe. I don't like it. What's that advanced what about StockTwits? The trending / good companies. USO. Let me look at some of these ones you were saying. Oh, airlines was Napoleon was asking to. USO. Yeah, we actually might put that one on. And this one may have a reversal up. Let's take a look at the hourly. Yeah, I think I might put that one on. I'm going to remove target for right now. USO. So USO, it's above the 100. It's got the 200 right there at resistance, and then it's got some resistance right at that double top. So 450 to 467 range, possible double bottom formation. Let's see, where does that put us on the daily? And it just kind of broke out of angular resistance. Yeah, so right around that. So maybe doing a reversal, we'll say. So watch if price can possible reversal on daily. Watch if price can get above 450-ish with resistance at 200 SMA on 1 hour. All right, so a possible reversal on the daily, which we had showed right over in here. If it can get above 450-ish, right up in that double top range, watch for resistance around 467. All right, Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla will rip your head off. Tesla might be a short back down. Right, possibly. Let's see if it can fail that gap right back down. Oops. Kind of got a descending triangle-ish pattern. Kind of like that, right? Falling wedge. Kind of descending triangle-ish. Might put that one as a possible short down. Right back down to that gap, potentially. Or 43. possible short if support fails with major support around 450-ish at daily gap. So the market's obviously falling, guys. It's not looking so good. Kind of has a similar pattern as the market. If it fails support level here, watch for support down here. So if it fails and falls down, watch for this support, and then obviously down at the 200 SMA. So Tesla for a possible bearish play. IWM. Oh, airline stocks. I got to go to get to... Yeah, IWM could continue to falling as well. I'd like to have caught it a little bit up higher up here. American Airlines. Let's see. American Air. AA? Is it AAL? Yeesh. Oh. Still could fall down to that $10 range more. Crushed. Delta. Let's see. DELTA. Delta Airlines. DAL. Guys, they're all... I mean, they still could keep falling. I might put one of these down as a bearish play. This one could still fall down to 19. I'm assuming Southwest is probably all going to look the same. Anybody know if Trump's talking at 5 or 5:30? Anybody know? That way I know how quick to end this. Love. So weird how Love is an airline. Yeah, in other words, they all have the same pattern. They could continue to fall. I'm going to see if there's anything else. If not, I'll probably put one of them on. Oof. How do you trade this chart, huh? Oof. Walmart and Target. You're welcome, Napoleon. NVIDIA. So this one's a little bit... it's caught right in between the moving average lines here on the daily. It could, if it fails that 100, let's take a look at the hourly. Yeah, it could... You guys see how I'm doing this? Connect the peaks, as many valleys and as many peaks as you can. And then, so you draw your trend line. So connect these bases, connect the peaks. And then you'll see. We'll see if it can get a bounce. You know, these trend lines come down further. So, you know, there may be buyers that come in, maybe push it back up a little bit here. So you can see if you're long on it, it may get a pop up to that 249. If it fails support, you know, just kind of keep an eye on that one. I'd like to see a little bit clearer for you guys. 5 p.m. Trump not confirmed, but probably. So when they say 5, it's usually 5:15, 5:30. Let me see if there's any last one I can get. Disney. I might go. Let's see, Boeing. I might put Boeing down as a short, but Portnoy seems to be getting lucky lately, so I don't know if his luck is going to continue going or if it's going to keep falling. So I don't know if I'm going to bet against that one right now. Yo, GE might be a short. See, this is the stuff I like to see right as it's just about to fail it and it's starting to fall and has some more room to run. I like to see this kind of as it's really starting to get going. Not way down here, but let's look at the hourly real quick. Yeah, now it's failing that 200 on the hourly on that double top. So if it gets a bounce and fails, I'd like to see that a little bit more. Now you have your kind of your trend lines going down like, although it could get a pop, make it a pop up a little bit more. Let's see. If it fails right here, so you can see kind of a double top kind of failure. It may bounce up. That's the only thing that I would, it may bounce right up, and I'll have to see. Let's take a look at the daily again. So a lot of times these will fall and it'll give back part of the candle before it continues. I don't know. You're welcome, Victor. J-Nug. Yeah, waiting to see when that one gets a pop-up. You got to be careful with these leveraged ETFs. Actually, let me see. Look at Joel. This might be a bullish harami on the daily for GLD. As you can see, it's very hard to get an entry on gold if you miss it, but this may be setting up. Let's look at the hourly. Maybe setting up on the hourly right here. I'm gonna put this one on GLD because this may get a pop. And this will be my last one. At or above. Gold may be looking to pop 50 SMA and 100 SMA resistance on the 1 hour. So right up here, the 50 and then the 100. I'm going to put that one on GLD. Shush. All right. All right, so that's the watch list. Pretty crappy, but it is what it is, guys. Again, if you look at the SPY, so it's in this kind of down channel at the moment. It is failing. When you see it failing, the moving average lines on the daily, it could drop. Guys, this could easily keep dropping. We got to watch and see. So this is where now that's the daily chart. Now we go to an hourly. We got to watch and see what happens. So it could easily some support. It's a little bit choppy down here, but so we'll have to see, is it going to keep going down? Or is it gonna somehow break out? Guys, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's hard to be super bullish on it's hard to be bullish on the market when we're basically sheltering in place at least for another month. No, I do a lot of stuff, Farouk. I do support, resistance, moving average lines. It's just I try to, with these watch lists, I try to make it like decent for for more people. So I try to go off of a daily and an hourly chart. And then, because some people might swing trade it, some might day trade it. So I try to, or some people might go longer term on it. So I try to kind of just bring it all together for you guys. And, so that way you determine, what I see on the daily, you might like the hourly, or you might not like the daily, you go on the weekly. So I try to appease as many as possible. You're welcome. So, all right, guys. So that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to go see what Trump's got to say. Very interesting stuff. It's just like I've been trying to tell you guys. When is the market going to go back up here? It may take Trump printing a lot of stuff, but we got to get the country back open again, right? It's hard to think that the stock market's just going to go and fly and go up with nobody working. That's hard to That's that's hard to imagine. So it's hard to imagine us going way back up here with nobody working. But the possible encouraging thing indirectly is the things we've been talking about in this video. If he's got some magic stuff up his sleeves that when the dust settles, because just think in general, guys, the market just doesn't go back up like this. But if he's got some plan to do some printing and do some crazy stuff to bring it up here, then, we may see some things we never thought we'd say. So hopefully that's the case. I'm more futures large cap stuff, Julian. SPY as well, same thing. All right, guys, which ones I have on my chart? So I have the 9 EMA, which is the blue, the 13, which is the green, the red is the 20, the gray is the 100, the pink line is the 50, and the black line is the 200. So I just kind of have them up on here. It just helps as a guide for showing you guys. They're never, obviously, moving average lines are not foolproof, but they just, obviously, as you guys see, guys, they're very important for looking at support and resistance levels, at least on the large cap stocks. Again, you can see the market. That's the 20 EMA. It's failed the 20 EMA of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth day couldn't hold it. Now it's starting to fail the 9, and then you start peeling it back to the other levels. You go to a weekly chart. Where does that put us on the weekly? Well, what did we do? We went up on the weekly to the 200. So it failed on the daily at the 20, and it's now failing on the weekly at the 200. That ain't a good sign. Now when you go out to the monthly, where are we? Well, on the monthly, that puts us at failing the 50. So you see these levels, again, moving average lines aren't foolproof, but you'll see, look, they touch them so many different times. You got the bounce off the 100. Now it's failing the 50. What are we going to do on a monthly? We'll have to lot and see, No country, no market, that's for sure. So, yeah, Farouk, talk to Mike. Mike is huge into if you're an option fan, talk to Mike. He's got by now he probably has invented his own options strategy. So, all right, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Enjoy.